In today's video, let's make the most delicious catfish stew. Hello, welcome back again to my channel. Today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make this simple yet super delicious catfish stew recipe. This is a very easy recipe but super delicious and it's so simple to make. Alright, so keep watching. Please do not forget to like the video, subscribe, and please don't forget to share. Alright, so here I have my already cleaned catfish, and to keep this firm and prevent them from scattering or breaking inside the stew, I'm going to soak this in hot water. So just boil your water and then pour it into the bowl of catfish and let it sit for like 1 minute in the hot water. Once you pour this is just going to reverse. You can clearly see that on your screen. So this is what happens when you add hot water to it. Alright, so after 1 minute, I'm gonna strain out the water and now take the catfish and transfer to another large mixing bowl. So make sure you drain out the water very well. And here I have my spices to season the catfish. I have rosemary, black pepper, thyme, coriander. We have salt and paprika. And here we have onion, garlic, and ginger powder. So all of these I'm going to mix together, and this is going to be a marinade for the fish. Next, I will add some seasoning powder to it. That's crushed seasoning. And I'll mix everything, and we are going to add some of these to the fish. And as for the head of the fish, I will marinate that separately. That's because I don't want it to disturb this fine, beautiful cut middle fish. I don't want it to, kind of ruin them. So I will just marinate that separately. All right, so now we are going to add the mixed spices, and then now we are going to cut this very well. So before you add the spices, make sure to just drizzle the fish with some oil. This will help the spices stick to the fish nicely. And once they are nicely coated, now set aside, grab yourself a baking tray lined with a rack, and now place the parchment paper on the wire rack. That is if your wire rack stick. For this wire rack, it sticks, so I don't want the fish to stick to the wire rack. That's why I put a parchment paper on the wire rack. And also to the parchment paper, you want to make some holes on the parchment paper. Just take a knife or whatever and just pierce some holes on the parchment paper. This will help the liquid or the juice from the fish escape down to the baking tray. Alright, so this is it. Once I line them, I will put them in my preheated oven and grill this. And for the stew, we have bell peppers, we have some tomatoes, habanero, we have onion, and we have garlic and ginger. So I'll go ahead behind the camera and blend this into this very consistency, and then we will set aside. Now to the fish, they are ready, looking very beautiful and dry. So if you want this to be very dry, like super dry, so give it time to dry up. Alright, so once that is ready, then we are ready to cook. So now set aside and now place your pot on the heat. To that, I've gone in with some oil, cooking oil, and once that is nice and hot, I will go in with some diced onions, and this I will stir and saute this for 2 minutes. And before we allow this to saute for 2 minutes, we are going to add in some flavors. And for the flavor, we are going to go in with thyme and curry powder. And then we will go in with some crushed crayfish powder, which is totally optional. So if you don't want to add the crayfish powder, you can just skip that. But I tell you, with that crushed crayfish in your stew, oh my god, it's a plus. It's a plus, a flavor. All right, so you want to saute that for extra 1 minute, and after that we will go in with the blended pepper mix. So now pour in the blended pepper mix, and we are going to stir this until it's well combined. Then once this is nice and combined, I will cover and cook this for like 10 to 12 minutes. We want the liquid, to dry up. We need this to be we need the oil to start coming on top then, or you want to see the oil, then this will be getting ready. All right, so this is about 10 minutes later. For the sauce, I've gone in with some seasoning powder and I added the remaining spices in which we marinated the fish, the spices we use on the fish. So I added it to the stew and now stir that nicely to combine, and we will cook for extra 2 to 3 minutes. And after that, we are going to go in with our grilled catfish. Now, add this, like I said, it's super simple, very easy to put together, but the flavor, the taste is absolutely delicious. So, you want to add the catfish or the fish into the stew and now gently stir that. You don't want this to break, so gently give that a stir. And I'm going to add a little bit of water to it because I don't want the stew to be too thick. I need it to be a little bit light. So if you have any stock that you want to add, you can add, but I'm adding water, so I'll just add the water, stir that gently, and then cover this again and allow it simmer for 5 to 7 minutes on medium low heat. Do not overpressure the heat, otherwise the fish might scatter. All right, so this is 7 minutes later, and as you can see, this is looking very, very beautiful and super inviting. So you want to go ahead, prepare yourself white rice, and then enjoy this with white rice, yam, plantain, spaghetti, pasta, or you can pair this with your okra soup or a weedy soup. This is so delicious and you are definitely going to love it. All right, guys. So if you enjoy the simple catfish stew recipe, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, like the video, subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to leave me a comment, share with your friends and family, and thank you so much for watching. See you in my next video. Enjoy.